Hey, Joseph here from JohnTheHutDweller. So, thinking more about what the rabbi said. So this will be the Rabbi Exposed Part 2 or whatever. I don't know. You'll find out. You'll know when you see this because I'll have it in the title or whatever. So, we don't follow the Torah. We've left the Torah. We don't observe the Sabbath. Blah, 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 blah. We've left the 613 laws. Whoop-de-doo. So that's the indictment. Oh, we don't follow the Torah. We don't respect the Torah. Blah 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 blah. Not them recognize. Oh, Jeremiah talks about the new covenant, and Isaiah speaks about the sacrifice being an offense to God if you're not gonna keep His commandments in your heart. Well, some people care about outward signs of faith. We see. Okay, Jews. The Christians don't follow the Torah, do they? Well, since when do you? As I recall, most of the Torah has to do with sacrifices in the tabernacle. There's nothing about a temple in the Torah. Not a word about the temple. Tabernacles. These are the commands of God. It was later that Solomon decided to build a temple, to centralize it in Jerusalem. So you're not in Jerusalem, you're still sojourning, you're not in LA. Why don't you build booths? Why don't you sacrifice animals to Yahweh? I mean, isn't this what's commanded? Or was all that Midrash and Talmud that abrogates it out? I guess it does. I guess you've explained away your faith because you can't even practice anything in there. It's a very strange thing when you hold the Torah to almost be as God. I mean, it's basically idolatry. But let's say it's not. Let's take it back. Let's say, well, it's the most important book that's ever been given down. Oh, but wait, we have all these other books that'll abrogate it, and they affect it, and they take precedence over it. It's called the Talmud. And Moses received it at Sinai. But guess what? Nobody ever knew that. Moses didn't know. It shows up in none of the writings. Totally empty and vacant from the Old Testament. And it looks like somebody looked back at the Old Testament and so, oh, well, those are real harsh laws, and it's really hard to follow. So let's abrogate them with all these things. If these traditions were around, nobody wrote them down. Nobody thought, nobody just scribed. I mean, not even one of the, oh, that's a wise saying, let me write it down. No, it's all oral history. That's a good way of explaining it away. Why did they wait until 200 AD 200 to write any of this down? Okay, and the Babylonian Talmud, which overrides the Jerusalem Talmud. And then later you get Kabbalah and all this stuff. So I don't want to hear about how Christians don't follow the Talmud from somebody who doesn't follow the Talmud. Or not the Talmud, I'm sorry, doesn't follow the Torah. Christians don't follow the Torah? Well, at least we say, oh, yeah, no, Jesus is the law. That's in the past. At least we make a distinction. We don't say, oh, no, yeah, every word, every letter, we're faithful servants of it, but we don't really practice it. Now, I don't hold this against Jews. I only hold it against those ignorant people who try to say, well, Christians don't follow the Torah. Get the plank out of your own eye before you start getting the speck of dust out of our eyes, all right? Peace to everybody, Jews, Muslims, and Christians.